Ever having trouble with understanding the concept of training? Want to train but don't know what to do first? This video will show you how and what to do. Take a look. Now, the first thing you've got to do is you have to teach the stay command. Oh, sorry, I've bruised me the bone in my hand. But yeah, the first thing you got to do is you got to teach your dog the stay command. And this, do you know how we normally? I normally use words as, well, we don't command them, we ask them. But this one is such an important one. I call it a command because there is no asking about it. Alright, this can save a dog's life. Alright, the dog needs to know it. Even if you think your dog knows it as much as possible, even if you think your dog's like, even if your dog, alright, first thing you need to do is you need to go out and tell it to sit, walk away. If it runs, take it straight back. Alright, there's no, oh well, we'll do it again tomorrow, oh well, we'll do this. I want you to practice it every single day. Alright, so start off in your backyard, move to another distraction, and then move to something like a dog park. Alright, once there's dogs running all around it, tell it to sit, stay, walk off. Alright, and if it stays, come back, give it a treat, good boy, good boy. Alright, but if you walk off and it runs, grab it, bring it back. If as you're coming back and you almost get to it but it runs, bring it, give it back, because you didn't give it the okay to leave. Get it? So yeah, and while you're doing that, you're really teaching two commands in one. First the sit command, second the stay command. Now that's out of the way. While you're teaching that, teach your dog to if you're having an inside dog, while you're teaching it the sit and stay command, I'd teach it also how to potty train your dog. So take it outside once every hour and say go potty or pee or poo, whatever word you want to say, and just keep saying it, but as soon as it squats, stop. Don't say it any time, alright? Then once it does its business, give it a treat, like good boy, good boy, good boy, and that's it, alright? Now when it does do its business inside, okay, it's up to you which method you use. I have, see, over in Australia, sticking your dog's nose in it is a big popularity. I don't know why it is, but it seems to work. I know dog trainers will say, oh no, don't do that, don't do that, right? And honestly, I see the point in what they're saying, alright? I do, and trust me, when I get a dog, I'm going to crate train it, but you can't stop people from doing what works, you know? So yeah, so once that's done, keep it out. Now, you want to make sure it's socialised. You want to go to dog parks. I recommend once a week, or if you can, once every day. That's when I try to take my dog out. So try that. Try once a week if you cannot do that. But if you can, I strongly recommend once a day to keep your dog exceptionally socialised. If you want a highly trained dog, they do not teach tricks at training. Alright, remember that. When you go training, you do not learn tricks. You learn obedience. You learn skills, so they can run around ropes, jump over hoops, and all that. That is not a trick. Do not get that confused with tricks. Okay? They do not teach you how to sit pretty. They do not teach it how to run around in the circle. They do, right? That's all stuff that you have to do. Alright? You need to put in the time with your dog. And the thing that gets me is that people go, oh yeah, my dog's really, really trained. And that's how you know there's not a connection with them and their dog. That's how you know that they haven't taken the time to get that connection with their dog. And by doing that, the best way is training your dog. You train your dog one trick, you can go out and go, oh, mate, I love my dog so much, you should see what she can do. Honestly, that's what you should be like, alright? Not just sitting there going, yeah, well, have a look at my dog, trained as, bro. That is not what happens. But, yeah, and I've been asked recently who's the best dog trainer I think is, and I'm going to say Zach George. I reckon Zach George is the top dog trainer. But if you're asking me who's the best dog trainer for your dog or my dog, I would say for my dog it'd be me, for your dog it'd be you. I am not a fan of going and dropping your dog off at some place and saying, well, that's the best dog trainer there is, he's going to teach my dog. No, you are the best dog trainer there is for your dog. Even if you think about going and dropping it off at Zach George's place, I would say, what do you what? Like, so you're just gonna leave it, mate? That's not how you build the connection. That there is so much stuff that comes with training, alright? And I know it might seem a bit much at the time, but once you get it, you will find that it will help you so much. Okay? With your connection with your dog it'll help you, and while you're teaching your dog, you will also learn dog behaviour. Your dog. Each dog has a different behaviour. You will find out what yours is, what your dog's character is, by training your dog and spending time with it. So don't go dropping it off at some place. Right. I'm sorry, it's just people out there who don't do it, good on yous. Good on yous. You have taken the time to do it with your dog. It's just them odd couple that get a personal dog trainer to take their dog and put it in a camp without even trying to train their dog. Alright. So I think that's really the basics. Sit, stay, and all that. If you want an extremely good connection with your dog, which I recommend going onto YouTube, finding out how to do certain things, how to make your dog do that, this, that, alright? You can contact me, or you can have a look at the videos all over the website. I recommend going to Zach George, alright? ZAKGEORGE, right? Zach George. Looking at his, and he will actually show you what to do. So that's what I recommend if you want an excellent connection with your dog. You can also get a bit of a connection by going to, if you don't want a highly trained dog, but you also want a bit of a connection with it, you can also go to your local dog training centre. You are sort of training your dog. But what I like about that is that, first of all, your dog gets used to other dogs. So that's one I also recommend. Your dog gets used to other dogs. And with dog training at things, what people don't realise is that you have to train it when you get home, or else it won't work there. Alright? No matter where you do it, no matter who's there with you, you need to train it at home also, or it won't work. And another one, you can also go to right now, if you want your dog to do frisbee, which is a good sport, go to a frisbee thing, teach it at home first. Alright, before it's a year-old, start teaching it at home. Don't do any big ones. Once it hits 1 year, go try and find a dog one. Right there, right. But what you don't, and you want obedience, or you want manoeuvring. I forget what that's called. But yeah, there is a big difference between frisbee and manoeuvring and obedience. Alright, you can't take a dog to obedience training and then go to manoeuvring. That'll completely throw the dog off. Alright, you need to pick which one your dog wants to be. If you just want a laid back dog, don't do any of them. It's totally fine. It's just if you want an outgoing dog, if you want to bring out its character more, if you want to see what it's good at, I recommend doing one of the three. Pick one, go to it, don't change. Alright, I'm serious, don't change, or it'll throw your dog off. Alright, so that's been the basics with me, I'm running with dogs. And yeah, so basics of dog training. There you go. Alright. See you guys later.